They say the worst regrets are not the mistakes we make, but the words we never say. The silences we let grow, the chances we didn't take. This is the story of Lara and Jide. A story of almost love, bad timing, and one message that was never sent. Lara was 26. A nurse, fierce on the outside, soft on the inside. She had learned to protect her heart the hard way, by nursing it back together after someone shattered it. Love, for her, was no longer fireworks, it was quiet, slow, safe. Jide was 29. A freelance graphic designer. His world was full of colors, but his past was painted in heartbreak. His last relationship ended with a message that said only 3 words, "It's not working." Since then, he didn't chase love, but then he met Lara. It was at a wedding. Loud music, too much jolliff, and people dancing like the floor owed them something. Lara stood at the edge of the room, sipping juice, avoiding the spotlight. Jide noticed her. She wasn't trying to be seen, but he saw her anyway. He walked up to her, offered her the last slice of cake. She raised an eyebrow and said, "You're either very kind or very slick." He smiled. "Can't I be both?" She laughed. That laugh, that's when it started. They began talking, every day, every night. Voice notes that lasted hours. Calls that ended at sunrise. They talked about their past, their fears, their dreams. But never their feelings. There was tension, real, magnetic tension. They weren't dating, but they weren't just friends either. Everyone around them saw it, except them, or maybe they just refused to say it out loud. Jide was falling for her. Slowly. Deeply. But he told himself, don't rush, don't ruin it. He waited for the right moment. Lara felt it too, but she didn't ask questions. She'd been misled before, so unless he said the words, she wasn't moving an inch. 2 people. Both in love, both silent, then came the night. Jide stayed up, heart racing. He was tired of pretending. He typed the message. Greater than, Lara, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy, but I need you to know. I like you. A lot. I think I'm falling for you. Slowly, deeply, truly. He read it 5 times, saved it to drafts. Tomorrow, he'd send it. But tomorrow came with a surprise. He opened Instagram. And there it was. A picture. Lara's hand in someone else's. Fingers intertwined. Caption. Finally taken red heart. His heart dropped. He opened the message draft. Deleted it. And just like that, the story changed. What he didn't know was this. That was her cousin's hand. They were joking around, recreating a cheesy engagement post for laughs. It meant nothing. She thought Jide would get it, would laugh, maybe tease her. But instead, he vanished. He didn't ask, didn't call. Didn't say a word. Lara waited. Messaged, are we good? Jide replied, yeah, just busy, but that was a lie. She could feel him slipping away. Eventually, she stopped trying. Deleted his number, but never his memory. 2 years passed. Lara got engaged to a good man. Jide buried himself in work, but never truly moved on. Then, fate came knocking again. Another wedding. Same crowd. Same music. Same cake table. And there she was. Lara. She hadn't changed much, still beautiful, still quiet. They locked eyes. Smiled. Spoke for a few minutes. The air between them heavy with unspoken words. That night, Jide went home. Opened his old email backup. Scrolled through the archives. There it was. The message he never sent. He read it. And for the first time in 2 years, he let himself feel the weight of it. He thought about sending it, but she was someone else's now. So instead, he whispered to himself. Maybe, in another life, Lara. Some love stories don't end with a bang. They end with a whisper. With a silence so loud, it echoes for years. Lara and Jide never fought. Never confessed. They just paused. Forever. If you're listening to this, and there's a message you've been holding in, send it. Because sometimes, the greatest heartbreak isn't from what we did wrong, but from the words we never found the courage to say. This was The Unsent Message, narrated by TheLoversTale. Subscribe for more timeless stories of love, told through heartbreak, hope, and everything in between.